Hello everybody, this is Bobby. I just wanted to do a walkthrough for everybody of an album that I just recently finished using the Prima Spring Farmhouse collection. I just love how this turned out. I went a little over the top on the cover. I usually do a little bit more simple than this, but I got a little carried away. So this is a 7x8 album on the inside. It's 7.5 by 8.25 on the cover, and it has a 3-inch spine with 5 pages inside. So on the cover, I wrapped the spine in some paper-backed burlap. Most of these items are from the embellishments that went with the collection. I love the little wood rounds. I did add some little sparkly rhinestone stickers I had in my stash, as well as another Prima flower, some jute, and a little paper doily that I have back there. The butterfly is from Renee's Bouquets, and it has a Tim Holtz knob as the closure. On the spine, let's see if I can keep it in frame, I used some seam binding to create a fluffy little bow, and I made this little bangly charm with some little farmhouse, little bunny and flower, and then another one of the wood pieces down there. On the back, I did the metal corners again. I decided to add in the khaki seam binding with the grays after I had all of this done, so I disguised it a little bit with 2 of the ephemera pieces from the collection. So I just have a seam binding closure here that I'm just wrapping around the knob. And look at the inside. So I did a lot of mirroring in this album. So like the inside covers are the same. There's a few pages that are repeated. So on the opening page, we have a nice big space for a photo here, and it has a seam binding closure. Again, the metal photo corners and a flower from the ephemera pack. We have a flap that opens here with a nice big space for a photo, and then a pocket here that can store extra photos. I included 2 little wallet-sized photo mats with the cut-aparts, and then an ephemera piece there. On the first real page, we have 2 pockets. So in this pocket, I included a couple 4x6 photo mats of just plain cardstock. This did turn out to be a very bulky album, so I minimized the photo mats and the decorating of the photo mats to not bulk it up more, to allow more space for it to actually put photos into these pockets. It has a second pocket there, so these are 2 pockets. And here are a couple 5x5 photo mats. I know there's going to be a lot of older photos going in it that have some odd dimensions, so I didn't want to stick to 4x6 photos. I wanted to provide space for like some old Polaroids and that kind of stuff. And here, this has a magnetic closure. It's one of the cut-aparts, and it provides space for, it can be wallet-sized photos, or it could be up to 3x4 photos. And then some flowers. This is from the collection. This is one that I made from a die that I had. Oh, and at the top of every page, there is a top-loading photo mat. I used my Bow Bunny die, tab die, to cut that out. And then this is... I used some brads from, just some old brads in my stash from other Prima collections. And each one has very similar matting format. And you can see they kind of stagger across. So the first spread, this is hopefully I can get it all in frame there. Both of the pages are the same. They have these crisscross pockets, and I used 2 of the Graphic 45 craft tags in each one and just decorated the pockets with various pieces from the collection. And the tags, I added on some little butterflies that I had in my stash. And the tags are set up for photos on the back. So, and there's another flower that I made from a die. I tried to keep the flowers on the inside pages flat because it was bulky enough. So I primarily used my die for those. And then on here we have another chipboard and another tag. I love how the tags turned out. And there's another little flower that I made from a die. So, oh, there's another photo mat on the top. So on this spread, these two pages are different, but then they're mirrored over here. And I did that because I used these wood rounds for the closure, and they added so much bulk in the middle of the album that when I put them, you know, right next to each other, it made a giant gap in the middle of the book. So I tried to space them out. So here we have a big space where a photo can go. And like I was saying, I used one of the little wood rounds here. Not sure what you would call that, for the little wraparound closure. I used the same jute twine as on the front, and I used a little button from my stash on the end. So it just wraps around, and then you can see if I can slide this into frame. There we used, this is just from my stash, and it is just glued down on the side so that, let me see here, so that you can actually get a photo in there. And then this is one of the cut aparts. I love that one. Let's see back up here. So then we have two places for photo mats there, and the same here. And then here's a nice place for a big photo, but this is also like a little burlap pocket where, you know, extra photos can be slipped in. This layout is tied shut with seam binding, and it has one of the cut aparts there. So then, whoop, into frame. So here we have, and again, this is, I believe it's 5x5. Yes, this is 5x5, again, to accommodate whatever size photo. And then we have basic. I tried to use craft cardstock to do some blocking rather than just design paper everywhere. I'm really liking how that's turning out, to kind of break up the patterns and extend the paper line. So here we have two more 5x5 flaps, and then a nice big space for a larger photo or a collage of photos. So then turning the page, we have the exact same mirrored layout here. We have the seam binding closure. Oh, and another photo mat with another brad at the top. So here I used another cut apart piece, and I used the exact same paper selections on these two pages for the flaps. On this one, again, it mirrors the other one, so a little chipboard sticker there. This is another flower that I made from a die. And here I made a little bow out of some seam binding, another cut apart. And we have the same format for the photo placements and a little burlap pocket there. And here we have another photo mat. This is our last spread, and it is two waterfalls. I love how this spread turned out. So I used a little jute twine and made a little bow and used a little flag punch. I love the buffalo check paper. I think everybody did. Just to decorate the part that folds down. I did some paper piecing here, used a chipboard element from the package and another little butterfly from the ephemera. I'm not sure if that came from the ephemera kit. I have a package of of just butterflies. I think that one came from. This is another flower that I made. And then I left all of the waterfall pages blank, again, to minimize extra bulk. And then we have the pretty butterfly paper under there. So this one is the same. Another flower I made, another chipboard sticker, piece from the ephemera pack. Waterfall's the same. Oh. After the waterfall, I almost forgot about this. Used a little seam binding here. This actually opens to the side and you get another spread inside. So we have a nice big place for a photo here. And then a paper pieced page here. You could do a big photo or you could just like place a smaller photo right there. I think that would look really nice. So on this page, it's the same. We have the basic waterfall pages, the butterflies underneath, and then this one opens up here. And yeah, I love the sheep. So here's another photo mat. And then here's our last page again, and it mirrors the opening spread. So we have another one of the cut aparts with magnetic closure, can hold wallet size or 3x4 photos. I have 2 flowers that I made from that die, a little butterfly peeking out there, and 2 pockets. So here we have 4x6 photo mats again in this pocket, and 5x5 photo mats in this pocket. And then on our last page, photo mats everywhere. Nice big flap for a photo there. Another chipboard sticker. Another paper pieced page there for a smaller photo. And then another pocket here with 2 more of those wallet-sized photo mats. And I used the stamps. I'll take those out. I used the stamp kit from Country Craft Creations store where they have different sizes in the stamps. So I was able to get place wallet size photo here instead of just place photo here. And that pretty much wraps it up. Metal photo corners again. Another flower from the kit. And that's my album. Oh, I almost forgot little puffy bunnies down at the bottom of the back cover. Can't forget those. Well, I hope you enjoy this album. This is the first one that I'm sharing, but I hope to share more going forward. I'm considering doing a tutorial of this one, so if you watch this video and you would be interested in that, please leave a comment and let me know, because I would love to do that. Thanks.